running a cafe in Tokyo. So please stick around. We'll be right back. Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. This is Seeking Sustainability Live, episode number 181. And today we're talking about making vegan foods in Tokyo with Chef Sage. Thank you so much for joining, Sage.
Hi, thank you.
So your cafe is called PQ's, is that right?
Yes, PQs.
And where in Tokyo is which area?
This area is called Ryusen, and Ryusen, maybe if people knows Asakusa more, like it's like 10 minutes from Asakusa, still kind of in Asakusa area, but yeah, it's more quiet neighborhood.
It's kind of a nice, Asakusa is a really nice old classic old Japan area, right? We talked to
Yes.
Stasia, who runs In Kimono in the series, and she does kimono rentals. So maybe you can see a lot of old shops around your area as well.
Yes. Many place like running like from the like 100, like around 100 years, 200 years. Not like as old as Kyoto, because this old area is banned in the war. So a lot of places not like traditional buildings, like just built up after the war, but still many places old.
Yeah. It looks like the outside of your shop. I'm showing
Yeah.
the picture right now. It looks like the outside of your shop is an old building that you remodeled. Is that right?
Oh, that is a first one, and I built, but now I'm in the second one, and it's not as old as the building, the first one, but yeah, sorry, this is a
That's
new
okay.
one. Mm.
Yeah. I like your remodel style. You said now you're doing a remodel project to renovate during
Yes,
COVID.
yes, yeah. This place used to be soko. I don't know the word, like soko for the print company. But we built all the kitchens and chairs from all the mostly used material around here. And but like yeah, and some new material from their home center. Yeah, and getting like bowls, like recycle bowls or like things in here is like mostly like uh like used tools from the past. Like this is from the neighbor around here with old from shower scale, and yeah, like I can show more, but yeah, for maybe for like this for now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not used to do
No,
these
no, don't
things.
worry. Don't worry. Just to introduce to people who are watching,
mm,
you can find more information about
mm,
your cafe on Instagram.
mm.
You have many beautiful photos on Instagram under vegan curry is your tag. And then Happy Cow also reviewed your place. You have a great
Yeah,
review on Happy Cow as
thank
well.
you.
So, how did you get interested in vegan food? Have you always been vegan?
Oh no, I become vegan when I was like early 20, like 22 or like 20 something. Yeah. And now I'm 29. So it has been 8 years, but 8 years. But now I eat like fish or like I don't eat meat, but I eat meat, but I don't know. Like I eat fish sometimes when someone gives me, like when I'm traveling. So I don't know. Maybe some people will say it's not vegan, but I don't buy meat by myself. I don't cook meat by myself, and yeah.
Yeah. I think that's true for many people in Japan.
mm,
It's very difficult to be
mm.
very strict vegan or strict
Yeah.
vegetarian, especially like you said, if someone gives you food, you don't want to be rude and say, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I was being very strict vegan for few years. Like I was saying no even people gives me food, and I was like trying to like if I was traveling, I always check the ingredients. And but like this year, I moved to countryside and I start like changing my feeding a little bit because people there it's more being sustainable from just living like fishing food, fish by themselves and yeah like some neighbor gives me sea fish and like I didn't want to be like the person from Tokyo and hey I'm vegan I don't eat anything like you eat and so I start yeah this year I start eating like very sometime when people gives me yeah
Yeah. I heard that about Japanese pilgrims or
mm,
Japanese Buddhist monks even. If they
mm,
go house to house and people offer them food, they feel
mm,
like they cannot refuse even if it's
mm,
meat or fish. They just say
yeah
thank you and humble.
mm,
So I understand that it's a difficult balance often, isn't it?
mm,
But you don't buy
yes
it, you don't cook it yourself
yeah
usually. You are a great chef. I am very impressed by your dishes. Not only are you making beautiful food, but you have a wonderful style for
thank you
designing
so
the plate, plating. Can you tell us how you started your love of cooking or plating?
yes I started cooking for cooking is like I started very young because my mom works and so I cook by myself. So I start cooking very early, but I start cooking more and like thinking about presentation. Like when I start like I because I like serving food for my friends. And when I started being vegan, like many people were like, "Oh, that's so boring. Like, let's go eat meat." And like, "Hey, are you gonna be monk or like that kind of thing?" So, like, but when I was trying to bring my friend to the vegan restaurant, like a lot of vegan restaurant was too expensive, for me, like because my friend around me is now rich and like they don't spend money for the food and but like they spend sometimes like more money for eating like yakiniku or like sushi. So that was um environment I was in. So I was thinking like, how can I like enjoy vegan food with my friends? So present like making beautiful presentation was one way of like people to have like make them happy about eating vegetables. So I started having food for my friends, and I was doing that always. I started thinking about why I don't do this for like not just friends, like everyone, like having food for like friends, like to everyone. Like also I also think about that. Maybe I can have more friends from serving food. So I
Yeah.
start
What
cooking.
that
I start restaurant.
That's
Mm.
wonderful.
Mm.
You mentioned before that it's very difficult now, of course,
Mm.
during coronavirus. But did before coronavirus, were you finding it popular, your cafe?
Yeah, like I started in the bar, very small place, tiny place, and my friend was running bar in Golden Guy, is which is in Shinjuku, like Shinjuku in the drinking area. So that place was like just five chairs, but people start making the line. So that was great because most of people are not vegan. Also, like vegan people come from Think Happy Cow, but many people who just passed there came in, or like people who likes looks good food, like cute food, also came. So that was good. And I started in Asakusa, own place in Asakusa. That place also yeah, lunch very nice, I think. I feel very appreciated to the people who came. Mm.
And can you tell us about your menu? Like what kind
Mm.
of dishes you serve? It looks like a lot of beautiful curries. You love to make curry, right?
Yeah, but I started making curry because my friend said you should make curry because people love curry. So that was not my idea. That was my friend's idea. But when I started making, and yeah, I realized actually a lot of people love curry. And also it's fun to it's easy to make um, many kind of looks, and like also I didn't wanna, let's say, ruin the food loss. So curry, I can put the ingredients I didn't use for the next day's curry, or it's very how to say flexible recipe. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm making curry.
And reducing the food waste is such a great way to
Mm.
run a cafe for your cost, but
Yeah.
also, no waste for the vegetables. That's great.
Yes. Yes. I worked one time at a normal Japanese restaurant, but that was like a lot of food loss. Like every day, so much food. Like also beautiful Japanese food is good. Like they cut very beautiful, but a lot of parts they don't use. Is just they throw away. So when I make something like for Zensai, like beautiful thing, I have more loss. Like when I try to cut very beautiful, so I can put that in the curry and
Yeah.
so. Mm,
Can you describe about your plating? Because
mm.
you often do like a moon shape or different
Oh,
shapes around. It's gorgeous.
thank you so much. The shape. Talk about shape.
Yeah,
Uh,
can you?
most of shape. Like I always every day makes the today that day's curry in that morning. So a lot of times I'm in a rush because customer is coming at like 11 or something. But I don't have time. But like that is like I always mm, yeah make up the shapes the morning, feeling in a rush. But so maybe that pressure makes many with different shapes. Yeah, mostly I'm not
And
thinking about it.
oh,
Mm.
it's very artistic. I love it. Plus, I
Thank
I
you.
love your, is it smoothies that you're
Mm.
showing in the layers, different
Oh
colored
yeah.
layers. How do you do
Mm.
that?
One like first layer is ice. I put like color ice water in the container and put in the fridge, and that is first layer. And second layer is more uh I don't know the word. Like yeah, two kind of milk has drinks has a different weight. Yeah, so makes two layers. Sorry, my
I
English
love
is not.
No,
My
no,
English is
it's
weird.
perfect. Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. And I love the glass container is so
Mm.
beautiful. And then I
Mm.
love your reusable straw is really
Thank you.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually also feels taste better with the metal straw, and I love the metal straw. Mm.
Yeah. I often use it and it's nice how the metal straw stays cold. So in summer,
Yeah.
when you drink
Yes.
it, it's a nice feeling, right?
Yes, very nice feeling. I love the metal straw.
And some of your curry is blue color. How do you get the blue?
Oh, the blue is from butterfly pea. Mm. I think oh, sorry, I don't have it now here because, yeah, I drink everything. But that is from Thailand. The, do you know butterfly pea?
No.
Oh, that is flower, some kind of peas. And yeah, have very beautiful blue. And they have anthocyanin. They are very good for your eyes. And when I put the lemon, the color changed to the purple. Mm.
Wow, it's really interesting. I thought maybe you're using indigo. Are you?
Ah, no,
But
butterfly
it's
pea. Mm.
butterfly tea. I'd never heard that.
Yeah.
That's from Thailand, huh?
Yes, from Thailand. There's some people are making here too, but yeah, I use the word from Thailand.
Wow, great.
Mm.
Can you tell us about the ingredients that you
Mm.
use? I think a lot of people who are interested in vegan cooking, they are not sure about how to find the ingredients in Japan.
Mm.
Can you show us and explain some ingredients?
Oh, in the kitchen?
Yeah, if you have.
Oh, okay. Some ingredients. I okay. Oh, this is yeah. I think everyone knows it's chickpeas. I buy from the mostly Indian market. Yeah, because there are around here many Indian people living, so I have more access to get the Indian food around here. And this is soy meat. I Some supermarkets start selling them, but I buy online.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like this fine. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm doing
No,
good.
good, good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have I like some vegan ingredients. What kind of because everything I have here is vegan ingredients, so
Yeah.
I don't know what I should show first.
Well, can you tell us how do you make your curry? So
Oh, how do I make my curry?
what kind of spices and
Yeah, I have the spice here. It's all I have like coriander seed and chilies and anise seed and white pepper and I forget what it is and star anise and poppy seed, choji and chili and this is black sesame and fao and this white pepper again and it's licorice and coriander seed and chili and I have more like turmeric and so I use a lot of spice. Also, I mix the spice with like Chinese spice, Japanese spice. Also, but I make curries. I use a lot of Indian spice, and make the base first with dashi. Mm. So I use seaweed. Like I don't have, I have only a little bit left. So, but seaweed is very good. They have very good taste. I use seaweed
so
for base.
the kombu seaweed?
Ah, yes, kombu.
Yeah.
Ah,
You
yeah, kombu.
so this is for making the vegan stock or the vegan
Mm,
dashi. So
mm.
kombu seaweed with water and
Yes,
leave it for a while.
mm.
And
Yes,
then
for a while, and boil with like tiny fire, and for a while, not like boiled very strongly, like that makes taste less so quiet. And yeah, also I put I think I don't have it now here, but I use shiitake.
mm-hmm.
I use shiitake.
Shiitake mushrooms. Mm-hmm.
Yes, dried shiitake mushrooms together, and they have very good flavor too.
Do you soak the
Mm.
shiitake and the kombu overnight or for a
Uh,
long time?
I don't do overnight. Some people say overnight tastes better, but I do like few hours in the morning when I'm like cutting vegetables or something. And also I have this like odashi. This is shiitake dashi I buy online. Mm. So it's also useful. And also I use um, dry like powder, seaweed powder. That is also very useful for people who don't have time. Like seaweed powder, like kombu, like shiitake liquid. So,
How did you learn about using all the spices for the curry? Did you just try different
I,
spices or?
yeah, I just tries and watching YouTube videos and asking friends, do you think it tastes good? And yeah, just build up.
That's great. And
And
then,
usually people who makes curry, I think though they don't use dashi or something. Like I think yeah, I know they don't use dashi, but I use dashi, and my curry is not very yeah some like the curry maybe like Indian food curry. It's little some little I think different. So it's not like how you make the Indian curry. So it's yeah.
and you said the most popular dish at the cafe is
Mm.
the daily creative curry.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's no something recipe I learned from, I just trying with mixing with Japanese thing. Because when I wanna try you make some food from the outside, they are not ingredients here. So I wanna use more local food, and I wanna use more food from like neighbor or like local farmers around, like around Tokyo, or like yeah closer. So I try create with different thing from what I have. Mm,
That's great. And I
mm.
saw your spices is all in like a reusable container. How do
Oh
you
yes.
buy your spices? Do you have like a bulk place you can buy a lot or?
Yes, I buy the Indian spice from like neighborhood, like this big size. It's like bigger, like 1 kilo. So I put in the container, and I share with my friends who living in the neighborhood, because I have restaurant, so I can buy a lot, and I can share with my friend. So I sell my friend, or like I just give my friend sometime. So it's better to buy a big container and share with people.
Yeah,
Like having a restaurant is one way of share with people. Mm. Yeah.
I think so too. And then you have
Mm.
less packaging problem, right?
Yes, yes. I try less package as possible. Yeah, as much like So it's like I usually buy like 1 kilo, or like some things I use more is like like beans and soy meat. I buy with a big bag. Mm.
Yeah. Do you find any zero waste shops in Tokyo where you can take your own container and then refill?
Like not many place. Like tofu, I go to the tofu shop directly, and if I bring the container, they just put the tofu in the container. But a lot of place is like like how to say, like in the small plastic bag. So I buy online, or like something I can't buy around here, I buy online. And I'm thinking about start like with like doing the COVID, like changing the restaurants. That's thinking about selling like beans, like how to say, hakariuri. Like when people bring the container, I can sell like 1 gram, like 2 grams, 3 grams. So I wish, not many places are doing that. So I wish we can start
Yeah.
doing this too. Mm.
That's a great idea. So then you could
Mm.
become like a shop for people as well as a place people can eat, right?
Yes, yes. Because also running the restaurant, people ask me like, "Hey, where did you get it?" And like a lot of things are I'm buying online, and some people like in the neighbor, many people like old people don't know how to use online shopping and things. So I start. I'm not open, like how to say, saying we are shop, but we sell sometime to the people. Like, hey, I have this here. Like, if you want to buy it, and it's not, we are not making money from that, but it still feels good to share food like that.
That's
So maybe
great.
we can do as business too. Hmm.
Yeah, great. You also have some fried food like gyoza
Mm.
or the fried soy meat. Can you tell
Yes.
us how you make that? Like, what is the
Oh, fried
process?
food. Process first. I soak soy meat, mm, and with the water, and I boil them. Some people just soak them and fry them, but I like boil them first, and I make the taste with dashi and soy sauce, and like where I make karaage, like garlic and ginger, and like I use kombu powder, garlic and ginger, and I forget what is sesame oil and soy sauce, and mix them, like massage them and make the taste. Uh, yeah, like massage them, and after that put the katakuriko. I don't know how to say katakuriko in
Katakuriko,
English.
I think, is cornstarch.
I think potato starch. Maybe they're
Uh
from
huh.
potato. Oh,
But it
yeah, yeah.
has like a squeaky feeling, right?
Yes,
Katakuriko.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I put them around and fry it in the oil. Oh, I remember with um the workshop you are like the
The
Rodrigo-san's house.
Mexican,
Yeah.
Mexican workshop.
Yeah, I used this same oil I gave him, and yeah, this is nice like rice oil, and
And it's a
and
great package, right?
yes, in the paper package.
Yeah. So it's easier to burn or easier to recycle, right? I like that
Yes,
better than the
yeah,
plastic one.
yes, yeah, better than plastic one. That running restaurant, like yeah, I felt bad like using the plastic containers. Also, but buying like big can is also little like I cannot use that much oil, so paper container I appreciate the paper container. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is very nice. And
Nice.
mm,
Next to the fried food, like fried
mm,
karaage, soy meat karaage, or the gyoza, you have
mm,
some kind of dip. Can you tell us
mm.
how do you make the dip? What is your
Oh,
recipe?
which dip I
It
do?
looks like a light brown color or like a pinkish color.
Light
Anyway,
brown color?
can you tell us any of your
Any
dip
kind?
recipes? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like one easiest dip recipe is with shio koji and tofu. Mm.
Shiokoji is
I
from
think
the
I
sake process,
yes,
right? Koji?
I think I sent a photo.
Okay, I'll look for that.
Yeah, shio koji, and it's from the rice, and the koji is for making the sake from the rice. It's fermented rice with koji, and you can buy at the supermarket. If I think usually they have shio koji like in the park, like tiny one. I make here by myself with koji, and but I think people who doesn't have time, it's easier to buy it from the supermarket. But where I put them, I think I have them somewhere.
Let me see if I can find it. Shiokoji.
Yeah,
Is it
shio koji.
hard to find shiokoji? Do you need a special shop or can you
No,
find
I
it
think
anywhere?
it's very common ingredients in Japan, so you can find anywhere. I think even like small supermarket near here they have it. Sometimes even convenience store they have it. But convenience, yes, only some convenience. But supermarket usually it's popular, and and it's salty. It and it's kind of cheesy taste, fermented taste. So use them when I want to make some kind of dip, like have little fermented taste or like mayonnaise, and so or like cheese sauce or something. So I put tofu. Making cream. I put tofu and I put shiokoji, and it's like you can put like if you like salty, you can put a lot. If you don't like salty, just a little bit, and with like lemon or vinegar, and mix them, and it's very easy and tasty.
Nice. I'm showing
Mm.
the shiokoji package that you sent me
Oh,
on the screen now.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like if you don't read Japanese, it looks a little difficult to find. But the
Yes,
top character means nama, like alive or fresh, and then
yeah.
koji is often used in sake or
Mm.
fermentation, right?
Yes, and shio is salt, so
Shio is
salt
salt, yeah,
koji. Mm.
yeah. You said you have a real love for fermentation and
Oh
you are
yes.
very interested in the balance of health
Mm.
and social health as well. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Ah, yeah. Uh, I love fermented food, like because like it's easy to just keep um like no I don't need to cook every day. If I when I have time, when I cook everything, not cook, how to say, make everything. This is yuzu drink. I Because my friend sent me a lot of yuzu,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot use because I'm now opening the cafe now, so I cannot use everything. So I just put in the container with sugar and water, and that ferments the yuzu and can be kind of like sparkling drink.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Karin, also my friend gave me a lot, so I made this drink. So fermented food is very nice because I can keep long and it's very easy. And when I wanna, even I don't have time, I can still be healthy. And
Is
oh,
the
I
yuzu
found.
drink kind of like kombucha?
Mm,
Have you had
sorry.
kombucha? That's a fermented drink as well,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, fermented drink. It's used. It's called kocha kinoko in Japan before. But someone kombucha is. I think I read on Wikipedia, but kombucha is mistranslating
Oh,
when
yeah.
importing to the United States. Kombucha is she was kombu drink here, seaweed drink, but I think someone mistranslate. And the
Yeah,
kocha
because
kinoko, yeah, kocha
I thought that
kinoko.
too.
Oh,
Because I
yeah,
thought kombu
yeah.
and ocha together, maybe that
Yes.
was a
Yes,
mistranslation. Yeah.
yeah, kombu and ocha together is actual kombucha I know, and yeah, and my grandma was making kocha kinoko. Yeah, kocha kinoko is yeah people call kombucha now the fermented drink. Yeah, it's famous now and imported again as kombucha here. This that culture is how to say become not very famous here because some people get sickness from making them by themselves and also with like fermented food in Japan was very famous in like my grandma's age, but many my mom's age people start like not liking that thing, like making something at the house. Maybe because people become more busy, people become more like thinking about like wanna be very clean like in the container, in the plastic package, and like my mom says like making fermented food at own house is gross. And yeah. Yeah. Can you hear
But
me? I can't.
many people like to make yogurt or
Oh yeah.
make
Yeah, but
different,
yeah.
like what is it? Umeshu is
Oh
also like
yes,
a
yes.
fermentation, right?
Yes, I think people. I was very surprised when we started living in the countryside because many people still make the fermented thing. I think like my mom is like busy person who are working in the city. Yeah, so I was not. Yeah, very. Yeah, I thought those one times making fermented food by myself is not something I will do, but I start learning about this again with like yeah, with like thinking about how to be healthy, mm. Not like how to live fast, like not how to like living slowly and yeah, like mm, being healthy and being sustainable. So yeah, also yeah. Also like my friend told me like everyday cooking every day is like very hard, so I can give them some fermented food, like just eat this with rice. So
Yeah,
and
that's great.
I found shiokoji I'm making by myself. This,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
in the fridge. Yeah, this is I put also lemon inside because I had the lemon I needed to use soon. So put the koji. Also, you can buy koji at the supermarket, and you put There are like recipe behind the koji, like maybe same like 500 grams of salt and like 500 grams of koji, and put the water and shit in the container for a while, and they become shiokoji. It's very easy. And
Wow,
yes.
great. And you
Mm,
also are making desserts. It looks like you have like a layered dessert.
mm.
What
Oh yes.
kind of, how do you make the dessert? Looks like a nama cream. Are you
Oh,
using the
yeah.
soy cream?
I use vegan whip. This for yeah. Now I see more at the supermarket. It's just so you can use just same as like vegan, like just same as like milk or it's whip. But I use some whip with coconut milk. Mm. It's easier and it's more whippy, but I like this has like some kind of how to say like chemicals. It's still not that bad, but some when Like I had a customer who has how to say, who are very sensitive to the any kind of like chemicals. So I use for that kind of people. I use with the coconut milk and put in the freezer, and they become how to say separated with the oily part and watery part, and take the oily part and mix with sugar, and that can be whipped cream too. Mm.
Wow, wonderful. That's a great idea.
Mm.
Wendy has joined us. Thanks for joining, Wendy. She says, "Yum.
Oh,
Wish
Wendy-san.
wish this was a live tasting, but viewing is great too." Thanks, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy-san. I'm
Yeah, we have
yeah,
to say thank you to Wendy and
yeah,
Rodrigo for introducing
yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you so much. I'm nervous doing this, but I
No,
hope you
you're
enjoy it.
doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about your ramen. Can you tell us about
Mm.
your vegan ramen?
Oh, ramen. Oh, I say, no, that ramen is my friend make. So
Oh,
I share
okay.
the space. Sorry, that ramen is not my recipe, but I make vegan ramen. But I think the photo you see on Instagram is my friend's ramen my friend makes. Because I share, I work, now our restaurant closed, but I used to share the space with friend too. So I have friends who like cooking vegan food, like vegan ramen. So I share the space sometime with my friend, and like yeah, they serve the ramen someday. So
Yeah.
they use but also they use dashi from the seaweed and mushroom, and also they use, oh, do you know kiriboshi daikon? Kiriboshi daikon is dried um, daikon in the
Mm-hmm.
sun. Usually it's sun dried, and when daikon is being dried, they have very rich flavor. I don't know why, because they are very subtle, like them. But when they are in the sunflower, they become very umami. Umami is very high umami in
Deep,
the
deep
kiriboshi
flavor. Yeah.
daikon.
Yeah, yeah.
Deep,
A
yeah,
deep,
deep.
deep flavor. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
umami. I think a lot
yeah,
of
deep flavor.
Western countries also use umami. It's kind of an international
Mm.
term now, right?
Oh, deep flavor.
Uh huh. But
Mm,
people
oh,
say, even in America now, people often say umami. Like umami
mm.
is very well known in other
Oh,
countries
okay.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, okay. Umami. Yeah. So they use also kiriboshi daiko in the dashi.
Nice.
Yeah. And using soy milk as a tonkotsu flavor. Tonkotsu is usually from the pork bone. But my friend also they are friends making ramen together, but they both never ate tonkotsu ramen before. But they created with like imagination. But that was actually very tonkotsu flavor. I used to eat tonkotsu ramen, and that was my favorite as a child. But that was very close, and I was very surprised people who never ate tonkotsu ramen could create that. Mm.
Wow, wonderful.
Yes.
You also show some of your curries looks like a really black color. How do you
Mm.
get the black?
Oh yeah, I use black sesame paste. Mm. Black sesame paste is it? I think some supermarket they just have in the package black sesame. But I buy with a big container, so I buy from how to say, like like place who sells the ingredients in here. Yeah, black sesame paste. They have like white sesame paste too. It's like I think it's like tahini. It seems similar thing. Yeah, that is black sesame tahini, like
It
tahini.
it
Mm.
looks like squid ink. It looks like
Oh
a
yeah,
ika sumi, is it? Yeah,
yeah, looks
really
like
similar.
ikasumi.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm showing the picture of your Halloween curry with
Oh, Halloween curry.
the black curry.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah, the Halloween, and yeah, I had time that morning, and like maybe I'm gonna make something, yeah, like Halloween thing.
Nice.
So yeah, and the sauce on the top is with tofu, and I think tofu, the vegan cheese sauce I made. And
Yeah.
I use miso a lot for the cheesy taste, and white yeah, miso is very like, yeah, it's easy to make cheesy taste with white miso. White
I
miso with tofu and some vinegar can be taste like cheese too.
Yeah,
Mm.
I love miso. I just
Mm.
visited a miso factory
Oh,
and
that's cool.
I have some videos coming out soon, but yeah, it's so
Wow.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
wonderful.
I
Japanese
love
fermented culture, right?
yeah, I love miso so much, and yeah, I have like three or like five, four kind of miso in my fridge, and always. Mm. And every company, like I'm so pleased from like every company makes very unique flavors, taste, and I start I just bought the miso like making miso kit, and I will start making own miso. And my friend told me like some they do have to make um koji by themselves. Not koji, how to say? I think koji. I bought from the market. But yeah, like koji by themselves with like own temperature with like uh, do you know about it? Like they put the koji thing like around on belly and makes heat them with own temperature or something. Yeah, because it's
With
easy to
your body
yeah with
heat?
body heat.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you just need a little bit, like it's easy, it's good temperature. Your body is has heat, so you don't need to buy like heating machine or something for with like same temperature because your body has like the same temperature always, and it's very good for fermenting some food. and and I
That's
thought that's
interesting.
very yeah, that's very
Yeah.
cute, and I
And
wanna yeah,
good
I wanna.
idea.
Mm, I
Like
wanna do
having
that too.
a baby because the fermentation is alive. So it's like carrying
Yes,
around your
yes,
child, right?
yeah, they're very cute. Yeah, kombucha is. I feel very like baby with kombuchas and also all other kind of fermented food. And I become very sad when they die, like from the mistake or something. But the good part of fermenting food is even I mistake, I can just compost them, and they will be another life.
Yeah,
Mm,
nice. I think yesterday the guest Anna was saying Japan's version of everybody in America is making sourdough bread, and she was
mm,
saying Japan's version is doing fermented foods
mm.
or umeshu or something, right? Like doing some
Yes.
kind of fermented
Mm.
process.
Mm. Yeah, it's very yeah. Umeshu is also yeah very good. Also, it's difficult to mistake the umeshu. So yeah, I think many people also makes nukazuke. Nukazuke? Do you know nukazuke?
Pickles? Is it pickles?
Mm. It's
Pickles.
pickles, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, from the brown rice outside of the brown rice when people are making white rice, the brown part, I and that's with brown part and water and salt and put the vegetable inside of nuka so they become fermented and you need to mix every day and that makes the hand very smooth so grammars who or like everyone like who makes nukazuke they mostly have very beautiful hands.
That's an
And
added bonus. I love that.
added bonded.
Added bonus, like a extra bonus for doing nuchazuke.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Paprika Girl in the series, she was talking a little bit about
Mm.
nukazuke, and
Oh
then
yeah.
last week we were talking about the Edo Jidai and
Mm.
using the all parts of the rice. So
Yes.
using the straw, using
Mm.
the nuchazuke for pickles.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
such a great way to use everything, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like the part of the straw can make the natto and part of the yeah brown rice outside even you don't need other brown rice you can still use and no waste and yeah
It's
that's I
wonderful.
love that and
Yeah. I love to
Mm.
see the old style making natto, the fermented
Mm.
soybean,
Mm.
in the straw, right? Because
Mm.
now
Yes.
we only see natto inside the styrofoam, right?
Yeah, I try to buy the paper container one. You can see sometime, and I have the supermarket they sell the paper container one, but still I wish I can buy the old style. Very sometime I can find like they are usually fancy, but yeah, I it tastes better, and
Yeah.
also feels better. I can just compost them or like yeah burn them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can you tell us about your cafe being very inclusive for
Mm.
the LGBTQ plus?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I'm trans, so I have friends who are trans people around me, and so this cafe works as the yeah queer space too, and I don't know how to. Yeah, many people don't doesn't feel safe being like in the like bar or like cafe or like usually trans people don't feel safe in a lot of place, and some people who are like passing it's okay, but like people who are not passing it's very hard to feel free. So I try to create the space people can my friend can feel safer in Tokyo. Yeah,
That's so
try.
important. I think to have places where you know you are welcome. And please
Mm,
come. Irashai.
mm.
That's the warm, welcoming omotenashi, right?
Yes,
For
yeah,
everybody.
yeah, for everybody. Try to like, yeah, open for everybody. Also, people who, yeah, like many people who are younger age than me. Like, I'm not that like younger age, but some people who wanna talk about um, like medical stuff. Like people who wants to talk about like nayami, like worries, like family thing, like just or like just want to hang out. Like they come here and we have time. Like sometime now we are not stopping, not doing, but we did the event sometime, like screening, like watching some video together, like also like some kind of like gathering, like like events, like listening music, also like doing the exhibition. Mm. Trying to have community because it's very easy to be isolate. I think not just like LGBTQ people like here, like especially like now, yeah, everyone is in isolation. So, but it's easy to isolate in the city. So it's great to have a community. Mm.
Yeah.
And
Have you,
also, I
have you,
realize many
mhm.
people. Sorry, many people are not eating healthy. So, like when people don't love, like it's like very difficult for people who are not accepted from the society to love themselves. So when people not love themselves, very difficult to eating healthy, like very difficult to take care of the body. So like actually many people are not with a good health situation. So it's like it's very. I think it's very important to take care of own body and like love themselves. And it's I think if people a lot of hate also if people hate themselves, many people hate themselves. I think people it's difficult to love be the sustainable. And like if people hate themselves, it's difficult to take care of the nature too. Also like each other. I think it's very important to think about like human rights is for being the sustainable. Yeah,
Yeah,
for the
definitely. We
mm,
cannot have a sustainable society
mm,
without accepting everyone in our
yeah,
society.
yes,
But
right.
I think it's very difficult anywhere,
mm,
but it's also very
mm,
difficult in Japan if
mm,
you are different from
mm,
normal, right? If
mm,
people think you
mm,
should be like this or
mm. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so it's all connecting. So I wanna. I when I was trying to tell about veganism to people like friends around me, but I realized people who are more like poor, it's very difficult to be sustainable too. Also, people who like it's like even if they don't even think about themselves, like they cannot think about what's good for the animals. Like when I see people human like not having human rights, I cannot tell them like, hey, think about animal rights, because like they are being treated like very bad. So like it's all connecting. But I here my a lot of my customer at the vegan restaurant was I appreciated them, but a lot of people are white people from the outside, and mostly they are rich, and so I I wanted to how to it's eating vegetable is not just for rich people, so, but I didn't understand why, because eating vegetables shouldn't be that expensive, shouldn't be that like difficult, but something is making it very difficult. So I realized I can so, talk about like being vegan without イヤホン、使ってる。ごめん、sorry, my partner wanna use my earphone, so I will
Okay.
get tired. Okay, is this still fine without
That's okay.
using
Yeah. No
earphone?
problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I forget what I was talking.
You're talking about inclusive and people feeling comfortable, and then if they feel appreciated, then also they can think about animals, taking care of the animals or something. I love that when you wrote to me, you said, I'm interested in the relationship between people's diet and social structure, thinking that consumer activity is part of our future. I try to live healthy life in order to resist social oppression and exploitation. That's beautiful what you wrote.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that English making sense when I was typing. I'm glad you got it.
No, very good. And you say you're very passionate about learning cooking and the intersectional perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, because cooking, when I buy the stuff, I think about, hey, where did this come from? And when start I thinking about it, who made it? And like a lot of thing is very, how to say, I forget the word. I like that, like, email with like using a Google translation. So I
No, very
actually
good. Yeah, good
but
job.
it's like sakshu, like how to say sakshu is I think I use the word sakshu in English, but like some people are in the bad situation from with like making some product. So I don't want to do that. Like even some vegan foods, like I like avocado, like but it's most usually imported, and avocado avocado industry is very painful, and so I also like banana. I love bananas, and I try to when I buy banana, I try to buy from the sustainable farm or like. But a lot of cheap banana is very bloody. So thinking about food and like creating the menus is always very political, and I used to more like political as like how to say like destroy that like destroy these like things. But I tried. I that was what like going to the protest, and like, I still going to the protest sometime, but only going to the protest making me sad and tired. So I need to create like that other thing like creating like enjoying for the revolution. So yeah, and the cooking is one way for me, one way of that.
Well, even revolutionaries must eat to have the energy. So
Yes.
you are providing a great service for everybody, even people
Thank
who
you.
protest or anybody, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, like yeah, going like also going to the protests. I see when I going to the protest, many people go to the like when the them protest for the how to say radioactive factory. I don't know, not radioactive factory, the radioactive.
Nuclear power.
Yeah. So like people go there, but like after that, going to the convenience store and like buying drinks like in the pet photo and like eating the onigiri. That is, I thought like that it's not making sense because convenience store use like a lot of electricity, and like if we are supporting that kind of industry, that is means spending more donating to the company. So like it's like one, but still I think it's good to have convenience store. Some people who are working all night, but we cannot like switching like suddenly like stop all the thing we have now maybe. But I want to like not like people to work all night like very hard going to the convenience store, so like doing protest very hard, like social things very hard, and doesn't have time and like going to convenience store. So like if we going like I try like going like people to invite my place and we can share the food together after doing something. And
That's
yeah.
great. And
Mm,
you have a much healthier life if you can
mm,
eat healthy food.
yes.
I really worry about people who only eat convenience store food because the
Yeah.
quality is just not good enough, right? Um,
Yeah.
we have a few minutes left. I would love to
Oh.
hear about your ideas for this year. Do you have any
Mm,
future plan? So you're
mm.
remodeling to open your cafe. What is your idea for the future?
Oh, like I my idea here is like I wanna start like that Yama said, like I wanna start selling the ingredients here for the people who wants to like buy the thing without plastic package. And I wanna sell the Rodrigo San's beans he grows in Nagano, or I wanna use more stuff from like I from the friends who are in the countryside in Japan, and wanna like building more connection between people. Um, is one yeah biggest thing, like because this year from I didn't have a lot of money this year. Like I didn't have like I was very poor this year from during COVID, and but I didn't feel poor at all because friends I had friends and I had like fresh food always, and I very appreciate to that people who around me in my environment. And I realized even I don't have money, I if I have access to community. I'm don't need I'm not gonna feel poor. So I wanna share the experience with people through the restaurant more. So
That's
one thing I really
wonderful.
wanna yeah I think one thing I
And
really wanna
also
grow.
you were
Mm.
learning about plastering with Kyle, right? In
Oh yeah,
Okayama?
yeah, yeah. Oh wow, wow, that was very amazing, and I very appreciated Wendy-san. She introduced me going there, and I connected more people who are like do like in the countryside trying to find a sustainable way to living. And after yeah, the plastering thing, so what should I talk about plastering
No,
things?
no,
That
that's
was a
right.
lot.
So
Mm.
how long was your plastering experience? Was it a week?
That was 10 days. That was
Mm.
like 8 days course, but he add 2 days there. 1 days, and like I went there for 1 day before. Yeah,
Are
and
you
yeah, that was.
using
Mm,
some of the plastering at your cafe now?
not here because in the countryside it's easy to get all the thing in the from the mountain like bamboo, like bamboo like soils. It was very making sense to making the things like that there, but if I try to do everything in the city, it's suddenly it's not, like I need to go get buy the thing and like it's way more become way more expensive, and I don't have a car, so I hope I wish I can use that here, but I'm planning to use that in Nagano at the Roderick San Windy's son's house. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's a nice skill to learn
Mm,
during the corona time because your cafe is closed now
mm,
because of
mm,
coronavirus.
mm,
It's wonderful if you can learn the new skill and then in
mm.
the future, maybe you can do plastering or something, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm planning to help the Windy San's house rebuilding because she's doing so. I wanna do that, and like after I think about, yeah, I wanna do it more things like that, because it was I learned architecture, like building the house is all connecting with the food. Like he was saying, like using the rice, I don't
Straw. Mm-hmm.
straw, and for the house, and also like out momigara for like making the walls. Like so he can buy the material from the farmer, so farmer can make more money from like growing the rice. So I thought
Mm.
that is very wonderful, because many people don't want to be farmers. People say like that because it's a very hard work, and like and a lot of like not making that much money or something. So I hope, I wish if we use that way of the building, we can support farmer also, like food and like living is all connecting. I think that's very beautiful. And
Yeah,
yeah.
wonderful. And
Mm,
it's something that I hope we can make the connection more
mm,
between the rural area, the need for farmers in Japan, and then
mm,
what we eat, right? It's all connected. It's part of the same
yes.
system.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I think if people see more connection between like everything, now like architecture thing and like food is like separated. So it's used to be like together, it sounds like. And we can still make it together in the like, so if all the things which we see the connection between each other like in the society, I think we can see more, think about more like world, what kind of um choice we make every day will make the world better. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, thank you so much for joining the series today and
Okay.
sharing about your ideas, and your cafe is
Mm.
so wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And maybe someday in the future you can teach us
Mm.
for a workshop, because
Oh
I
yeah.
want to make your vegan curry. I want to make your beautiful desserts. So maybe someday do a workshop with us, yeah?
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I will
Yeah.
happy to share my recipe with people.
Wonderful. We'll try to set that
Mm.
up. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., we're talking with Ayana Wise about photography and modeling and Black Lives Matter and community development. So please join us 9 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you so much, Sage. Have a great day.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.